hands together to welcome our table topics master, who is Food UK Advanced Communication.
This evening's topic is all very easy. We are talking about love what you do. So the table topics that I'm going to give you will be based on love what you do. So and then when you speak on the topics, we would appreciate that you also introduce the word resonate in your speech. So who would be my first volunteer?
I would guess Patrick.
Yes, Victor.
Okay. Do you love going to toastmasters meetings?
Sure.
Over to you then.
Is it a question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a question.
The question actually is, do you want to love? Can you please repeat the question? Can you please repeat the question?
Do you love going to toastmasters meetings?
Thank you. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Well, Toastmaster, I've been engaged with Toastmaster because there's something that I want to improve. By doing that, that's the objective, right? There's something that you want to gain, which is to learn, to, I would say, interact with everybody. And somehow through this, you can have some improvements with your communications. That always reminds me, and that's somehow forced me that it's my obligations that I have to attend as much as I can. Why we are here in the first place? Why we have to waste our time if we don't have the value of being here? So it means there's something that we can gain knowledge, sharing, and also at the same time we can be a blessing to some of our, I would say, guests or somebody surround us, that we can teach them, can guide them, or can coach them. So it could be somehow we can give not only to receive, but also we can inspire other people that doing this, attending or being part of Toastmaster, we can do something to improve at the same time help other people. And that's the reason why it's something, an obligation for me to always, as much as I can, attend the Toastmaster meeting. And I think while attending Toastmaster, I've been here about more than a year, almost close to 2 years now, and I still love doing and attending Toastmaster because I believe I learn every moment, every time I'll be here. So it reminds me again that the Toastmaster, I gain knowledge. And knowledge and learn is a process. Learning is a continuous process that we can do something. And it resonates us for our better, for our brother, ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you. Could we have the next volunteer? You perform better if you love what you do. Is it true or false?
Very true. Thank
Over to
you.
you.
You perform better when you love what you do.
When you love what you do.
You love
True or
what you do.
false?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I believe in what I do, and I believe only passion will lead me this far. To me, I have just finished my CC10 in 5 months' time. Why? Simply because I love what I do. And why do I attend this meeting today? It's also because I love the theme of the day saying that love what you do. And what is the word actually behind love what you do? Do you know? That is actually a profound love. And that one profound love is about you loving yourself. and I do loving myself. Last October, by curiosity, I actually entered to Toastmaster Club. But by the end of it, I was overwhelmed because I find that this place is simply awesome and remarkable. It's really a good place for us to learn, not only about language, not only about leadership, but it's about ourselves. Because of that, I continue doing clubbing with David, and I also invited Chi Yong and Evan to our club. You know, it's also from there you get to know a lot of friends. Life is beautiful, life is colorful when you found something that you're actually passionate about. And because of that, today, I get to speak better with my kids. They also find that Mommy has been a cool mom to a corporate mom. And 2 weeks ago, I actually closed a sales at LF Logistics. It's an international firm. I walk into that beautiful meeting room, fancy and big with a huge projector. But I just went in, I said, wow, this is my place, it's my stage. I'm going to be there, conquer like a beautiful Toastmaster. And at the end of that, the CEO was impressed, was inspired, and I closed the sales. So I must say, love what you do and do what you love. Passionate is the word. Thank you so much.
Can we have a volunteer from the guests?
Vincent,
Yeah, no?
Vincent.
Oh, Vincent. Yeah,
Vincent. Yeah.
Yeah, Vincent.
Oh, sorry, Vincent.
Head must be transparent.
Yeah. Sorry, my apologies, Vincent. How could you succeed if you don't love your job? How could you succeed if you don't love your job? Vincent?
Okay, thank you. The question is, how do you succeed if you don't love your job? Actually, this one applies to every facet of our life, daily lives. Your job doesn't mean your career, number one. Your job is something where you are actually doing. It could be something like a hobby or something which you actually love to do. So how could you be successful if you don't love your job, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, many a times we look at people so successful, people like Bill Gates. Those are in high echelon of money makers. People like Li Ka-shing of Hong Kong, they're so successful, you know. Now, if they don't love what they do you think that they can come up to the level? I don't think so. So now we bring it down to science in our normal everyday life. I think if we put in the effort, if we put in the energy, if we put in whatever that we have, our resources, I think we can do a very good job and we can be very successful. Don't you agree? Right?
Yes.
So, and if any one of you were to be in multi-level marketing, which I'm not in, but if you look at the people, they're also fired up. The reason why they're so fired up is that because they believe in the product, they believe in what they're doing, they believe in being able to impart whatever successful formula they have. So, having that kind of attitude, you can actually be successful in doing what you love to do. Alright? And that resonated in me, in my choice of career. What I'm doing now, I love what I do, and I will say that I derive real satisfaction in what I do. Thank you very much.
David, yes, David. Love what you do, remember?
Yes.
Okay. What is the ideal career for you
Okay, thank you.
if you love what you do?
What is the ideal career? Alright? What is the ideal career?
for you if
What?
you love what you do?
If I love what I do, I am the smallest and the eldest in my family of two taller, bigger, and much more better looking brothers than myself. So growing up, I've always felt inferior. I've always grown up being the person that can stand behind two brothers and disappear from everyone's eyes. I'm a person that always wants to be stronger. That's why I took up exercising. I go to gym at one period of time, 7 days a week, just so that I can build a body from a 45 kilo to a 60 kilo person that I am right now. That is what I love. Fitness and looking younger than I am. I'm 44 this year, yet most of you will assume I'm only 30 years old. Now, to maintain this illusion, I have to keep on going to work out, eat better, stay more positive, like going for Toastmaster. I always tell my wife, I go Toastmaster to re-energize my energy, because Toastmaster is a place where you learn to be better, like what Victor said. Not only to be better, but to be inspiring. I love Toastmaster. This is only my 6 months with Toastmaster. Yet I, as a fitness coach, or someone that would say a future speaker or trainer, I love what I do. I love talking. That's why I was in the advertising line for 20 years. Talking was my business. Now, as a coach, I also talk. So why not Toastmaster? Toastmaster is the next level of speaking with opening, body, and closing. And with that, I think I shall say, love what you do. And if you love coming back here again, continue, because it not only inspires, it also aspires and resonate your strength with everyone around you. So with that, back to you.
Both speakers are great speakers. Okay, the last speaker. I'll give you a hard one. Okay. Do you love meeting people?
Okay.
Is it hard?
Yeah, no, not really. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters, to begin, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Gwen. So, yeah. So, do I like meeting people? I like it very much. And in spite of only meeting people, I'm actually meeting people with hearing loss every day. I'm in a job that is like I'm a hearing aid dispenser, so I meet people with hearing loss every day. So the reason I actually graduated from a biomedical background, but I didn't like lab work so much. I enjoyed meeting people. That's why I switch to another career that would meet a lot of people. So the reason I like meeting people is like I like to talk. I like to talk a lot, and I like to meet people and renew my knowledge every day. And then I actually joined Toastmaster before a few years back when I was in when I just finished my secondary school, but I stopped after a while when I was enrolled in a university. So I came back in because at one point I was actually started to feel that I started to develop fear in my boss. That's why I started to feel fear when I was in front of my boss. So I want to overcome this fear. That's why this is the reason why I come back to Toastmaster today. Okay, that's all.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I finished my job, so I hand over to Toastmaster evening.